Purple room.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Lilbumblebear's Let's Play. I'm Kristen and we are here with Secret Paths in the Forest. I hope you enjoy. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below sharing your thoughts. Do you remember playing this game? And of course subscribe for more nostalgic gaming. Check out the playlist in the description box to see other wonderful Let's Plays on this channel. I have social media you can follow, a streaming channel, and a Discord server with the kindest community on the internet. So feel free to use the invite link in the description box and come say hi. Let's begin. Enjoy. Dear friend, I have no idea if anyone will ever find this secret journal, but something tells me I must leave it here, regardless. You have been drawn to this enchanted place, just as I was. Many magical things happen here, and many exciting adventures await you. But the time has come for me to move on, and to leave the magic behind for other girls to discover. My hope is that this book will aid you as you embark on your journey. Explore with your heart, and you will find the many secrets of this magical house in the trees. You'll never be alone here, for this is a place where girls come to share and to seek help from one another. I found that if I opened the top drawer of the wooden friendship box, there sat the girls who needed me as I met each new friend. I needed only to press my heart to hers to hear her tale, and when I closed the box, my new friend would come sit with me in our treehouse. If I pressed my heart to hers again, she told me more of her innermost feelings. After she spoke to me, I noticed a curious little purple pouch close by. It must have been enchanted, for if I touched the pouch, I was magically whisked away to a wondrous land filled with winding pathways to explore. And each girl I befriended had a secret path all her own. When I arrived on a path, a ladybug appeared and stayed with me to give me silent guidance. As I patiently traveled along, I found that everything was enchanted. The trees, flowers, and animals, the sun, sky, and stars, all had magical properties. The more closely I listened, and the more carefully I explored, the more was revealed to me. Sometimes the ladybug changed her color to show me special things, sparkles of light, magical games, enchanted jewels, and more. Some of these puzzles were especially challenging, but I found a book called The Adventurer Guide that offered hints when I needed them. I will leave this for you. Most wondrous, however, was the magic each riddle contained. For every time I solved a puzzle, a secret path stone would appear. If I touched the stone, a powerful message was revealed to me. Better still, no matter where I wandered, I was never lost, for a tiny yellow butterfly occasionally flitted by to show me the way forward along a path, or the way back. Perhaps the most special thing of all was what happened when I returned to the treehouse. Once I found all of my friends' secret path stones, and then opened my pouch. All the stones tumbled out, and became a beautiful garland necklace. I cannot reveal the secret of the garland, but I will tell you this. Give the necklace to the girl you've been helping, and its magic will be revealed. The friendship box will safely store your stones and garlands in its bottom drawer. Even when you leave this special place, your treasure will be here every time you return. This is all I am able to write. I can only hope my journal survives intact, and it may be many years before anyone finds it. Good luck, friend, and remember, there is magic in all things, and in all things magical possibility. Perhaps we will meet again. I bid farewell with my name, Hannah Rose.
Hi, I'm Miko. I'm afraid people don't like me because they're jealous of me. I'm a champion chess player. Sounds great, right? Well, sometimes I wish I was just a regular kid. People think I'm lucky because most things come easily to me. But sometimes being smart can be more trouble than it's worth. My chess team has a big tournament coming up, and I almost don't want to play. Everyone expects me to win, and I probably will. People can be very weird about that, I've noticed. On the one hand, they're proud and cheer me on. On the other, they're jealous and say I'm stuck up.
That Miko girl wins every match. When are the other kids gonna get a chance to win?
Oh, that Miko is unbeatable. She'll never let us down.
She gets all the trophies anyway. Why should I even bother to play?
Don't worry, Miko. Just do the best you can and enjoy yourself.
Winning isn't everything, especially if it takes all the fun out of it for you.
Miko, you've been doing so well with your chess. I'm really proud of you. The principal has picked 5-star students to sit on the stage today during assembly, and you're one of them. Isn't that terrific?
Oh, great. Now the whole school will hate me, just because I'm good at chess. I mean, I really like chess. It's really fun. I even like winning, though I'm not supposed to. What do people expect me to do?
Miko thinks she's such a brain. Don't you hate the way she's always showing off?
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us. So who wants to hang out with her anyway?
If I win, I lose. And if I lose, I win. Sometimes I think I should just quit playing. I'm really not looking forward to the tournament.
Sari's story. Sari dreamt of dancing the Taruna Jaya, one of the most difficult dances in her village. Her cousin Ayu was admired as a great dancer, and Sari asked her to teach her to dance. Each night they walked to the coconut plantation and practiced. As the weeks passed, Sari's joy grew. The girls shared many happy evenings together until one night Ayu said, "I'm so proud of you. Soon you'll be a better dancer than I am." Deep in her heart, Sari knew Ayu was right. She knew that she was born to dance. That night, as Sari walked home, her Aunt Menputu met her on the path. "Look, That big star has moved and is much dimmer now. It's a new season, and different stars are brighter. It's almost time for the Purapuse festival. You must dance for the village. Sari did not reply. All was quiet but for the palm leaves rustling in the wind. At last she spoke. I am so happy when I'm dancing. I want so badly to dance the Taruna Jaya for the village. In all my life I have never been so good at something. Yet Ayu has been so kind in teaching me, and she is known as a great dancer. If I dance better than she in front of everyone, she will be deeply hurt. But Menputu replied, You must dance. Think of the stars. Each is given its own special place and must shine brightly so we can see it. Ayu has had her chance to shine. It is your turn now. And you, in turn, will need to make way for others when the time comes. Sari stared at the velvety sky. Finally, she said, Will you help me tie my headdress before I dance for the festival, Menputu? Menputu not only tied her headdress for the festival, she made her the finest clothing of purple and gold. Sari danced as never before, her eyes flashing, her hands darting gracefully. The moonlight caught the gold in her clothing, and many villagers claim that Sari shimmered like a brilliant star in the sky above.
I decided I'm going to play in the tournament. Why should I hold back? My true friends want me to be myself. Besides, we're all good at different things. Just wait till our music recital. You'll see what I mean. I may not be the world's greatest pianist, but I love chess. And I'm going to keep playing chess.
Hi, my name's Dana. I'm really bummed because my team just lost the state soccer championship. We're really good. We should have won. I love soccer. I don't mean to brag or anything, but I'm really good. And our team, the Cyclones, is one of the best in the state. We won 18 out of 20 games this year. It's like we deserve that championship cup. If only I'd played better. I mean, I blew it. We all blew it. We really let our coach down.
Okay, girls, the game's going well. We're way ahead, 4-1, second quarter. We've only got half a game to go. Just keep playing as a team. Do your best and help each other. We can win the championship if you want it bad enough.
Then Leela, who never gets anything right, screwed up a maneuver we'd practiced for days. Coach Lutzy said just to keep trying, but things went from bad to worse. Lakeisha and I were both going for the ball and ran into each other. Lakeisha twisted her ankle and was out of the game. We'd lost our best forward. By the last quarter of the game, we were all feeling the pressure. The game was tied 4-4, and things weren't going so well.
Why'd you have to do that? I'd still be playing if it weren't for your mistake.
Why didn't you look out when I'm passing you the ball? You've missed every pass.
I can't help it. I have a stomach ache.
When I got home, even my little brother Richie, who's usually a brat, was nice to me.
It's only a game, dear. There will be other games.
I know, Dad. That's what you always say, but it doesn't help. This was our one shot at the championship.
Sweetie, you had a great season, and most of your teammates will be back next year. You'll have another chance to prove how good you are.
I know, Mom, but it doesn't help how I feel right now. We wanted the championship this year.
Come here, honey. Let me give you a hug.
Thanks, Dad, but I don't feel like a hug.
Hi. Hello, I'm Viva.
I love.
A Tale of Unity. Urbana, Jessie, and Nini walked far from their village in search of firewood. Usually, they sang and played games, but today, the girls were silent and worked slowly. They had been arguing for days. The sun grew hotter and hotter. Finally, their grandmother said they had gathered enough wood. They sat down in the shade of a great baobab tree. Their grandmother cracked a cola nut between her teeth and said thoughtfully, "My girls, I am saddened to see you argue like this. Our small village has prospered because our families have always worked together. I fear for you, my grandchildren. If you cannot get along, our millet fields will die and our village will crumble. Ebena, hand me that bundle of twigs. I want you each, in turn, to try to break this bundle." Each girl tried to break the bundle of twigs but found they could not even bend them. "This is a lesson of unity," said the grandmother. "If you remain bound together in peace and common purpose, you will remain strong. Nini, untie the twigs. Now, each of you take one twig and break it." The girls found the twigs snapped easily. This is a lesson of disunity. If you do not work together, you will be weak and easily broken. Many generations before you have lived in unity. Soon, it will be up to you to care for our village. The girls always remembered the words of their wise grandmother and worked together. The village remained happy and healthy, and to this day the young children still play in the shade of the great baobab tree.
You know, Coach Lutzy was right. We would play better if we stuck together instead of fighting when the pressure's on. Maybe next year we could even make it to the Nationals. Watch out, USA! The Cyclones will be back better than ever.
Hi, I'm Whitney. My mom's gone, and now birthdays just aren't the same anymore.
Hello. Hi.
Mom always made birthdays special. And they'll never be the same now that she and Dad are divorced. Especially now that Sheila's come along. She's my father's new friend, and she's got it into her bubble brain to throw a birthday party for me. Josh, my brother, told me about the party she's planning. I couldn't believe it. Who does she think she is butting into my life? I get this sick, kind of queasy feeling just thinking about the party she's planned. I've got to get out of this somehow. Maybe mumps can save me, or a sudden case of measles. Maybe I'll run away. Oh, I don't know what to do. If Sheila gives me a party, then all my friends will think she's going to be my new mom.
That's a good girl. Take a big old breath.
I don't know what Dad sees in her. She's not at all like my mom. Last week when we went shopping for my cousin Rachel's bat mitzvah present, Sheila bought me some pink barrettes dripping with gum. Now, do I look like the kind of girl who'd wear something like that? She doesn't have a clue what I like. Worst of all, Sheila will probably want to use the birthday box. That's a special box my mom made. She decorated it herself and put all the things we only use on birthdays inside. Like the tablecloth and napkins she embroidered, and the silver candle holders that she used every year on our cakes. Why can't Sheila understand that these things have special memories just for me and my mom?
I wish things could be like they used to be when Mom and Dad were together. Mom is so soft and fun to cuddle with. She makes up goofy songs and sings them while we play in the baseball park. She tucks me into bed when I'm at her house and always says, "Don't let the bed bugs bite." Sheila should just forget about worming her way into my life. She may want to be my mom, but she's not. I can't get in!
An old couple, Tatiana and Alexander, had wanted a child for a very long time. Sadly, they'd never had one. The couple lived next to a beautiful forest. And one day, to cheer themselves up, they decided to go on a picnic. This would be a very special picnic because it would be in the snow. Even though it was cold and the ground was covered with snow, it was a glorious day. The sky was bright blue and the birds were singing. The couple decided to make a snow child. They knelt together in the snow, gathering a big ball for the head and smaller ones for hands and feet with tiny little pieces for ears. Soon they had a beautiful snow child whom they pretended was their daughter. She was lovely. Tatiana leaned over, gave her a kiss and said, "Here, my little one, put on my babushka to keep you warm." Then, with another hug and cuddle from each, they said good night and went back to their cottage at the edge of the forest. Later that evening, there was a knock on the door. It was their snow daughter. They named her Snegurochka, Snow Maiden, and welcomed her into their family. All winter they had a wonderful time together and had many special picnics in the snow. One day, when the snow had almost disappeared, Snegurochka said, "I remember where I come from and must return. But even though I won't be here, I will always love you. We will miss you, but we will always love you too," replied her parents. Tatiana and Alexander were very sad to lose their precious daughter. Snegurochka made our lives so special and every day a happy day, Tatiana said. We must find some way to cheer ourselves up. So they drifted sadly around their newly silent home, trying to find a way out of their sadness. Soon they found a beautiful box. "Snegurochka must have left this for us," Tatiana exclaimed. When they looked inside the box, they saw it was filled with memories. The couple rejoiced, saying, "Snegurochka will be with us forever."
I guess I'm really lucky. I have a wonderful mom and dad, even if they're not together. And Sheila's just trying to be nice. I don't have to be so hard on her. I'm going to tell Dad how I feel and ask him to explain to Sheila that the birthday box is special to Mom and me.
Hello, I'm Viva. It's almost time for our big dance recital, and I have to go on stage with all these pretty girls. I'm so short and skinny. I'm gonna stick out like a total dork. What am I going to do?
Hi,
It's not like I'm completely down on myself. I'm pretty smart and have lots of friends and stuff. It's just that I look like a skinny chicken. I mean, I never tell anybody, but it really bugs me.
You're beautiful to me, Viva. You have very pretty features.
Get real. How can I explain? Mom's always been pretty. Of course she doesn't get it. She's trying to be nice and everything. But all the girls in Miss Celeste's dance class are gorgeous. And I'm just not. I love to dance, but I'm barely tall enough to reach the bar. All my life, I've been short and skinny, but it didn't really bother me that much until I started ballet. Everyone knows that dancers are tall and beautiful. My hair's so wild it won't even stay in a bun. Who am I kidding? And with all the gymnastics I do, my leg muscles look like sausages under my tights. The worst part is, the other girls always try to be so helpful. Pretty girls can be so clueless sometimes.
Maybe you could get your hair straightened or something, Viva.
I'll show you how to braid your hair if you want.
Yeah, right. As if any of that stuff could make a difference. I need some major plastic surgery and a pair of really tall platform shoes, just for starters.
Uh-oh.
Just a week ago, Miss Celeste made a surprise announcement.
Girls, we'll be cutting the long Ode to a Rose piece. It's a disaster! Instead, we'll present a short modern dance.
We didn't even know what she was talking about. Modern dance? We've always just studied ballet. Miss Celeste changed into a bodysuit and started to dance in a whole new way. She twisted and stretched and even did flips. I couldn't believe it. Funny thing is, I didn't have any problem with it, and all the taller girls got all tangled up. Sure, I could do the moves, but I still look like a flamingo.
The bird that couldn't sing. Way back when the animals could talk, they had Friday night soirees way down the bayou. Brer Rabbit would fix the best cornbread you ever put your lips around, and folks ate till they was as full as ticks. Sister Catbird and the whole bird chorus would sing and sing until everybody would nod right out. Sister Woodpecker wanted to sing in the chorus so badly she couldn't stand it. She practiced every day singing cook, 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 and beating out a rhythm to match. Rat-a-tat-tat, rat-a-tat-tat. She went to Brer Rabbit, the soiree MC, and asked, "Can I sing in the chorus, Brer Rabbit? I've been practicing real hard." So Brer Rabbit, who had been kept up from his nap by Sister Woodpecker singing, said, "Sure you can, Sister Woodpecker. Come on down this Friday. You'll be our newest star." Next Friday, Brer Rabbit announced, "Here's the act you've all been waiting for." Sister Woodpecker didn't see the big old wank Brer Rabbit gave the audience. That gal got up there, and she was so proud. She opened her mouth, and out came, "Cook, cook, cook. Get off the stage, you can't sing," yelled Brer Fox. Everybody laughed so hard they like to bust their guts. Sister Woodpecker was so embarrassed, she just slunk off that stage. Next day, she felt so bad, she didn't want to get out of bed. But her mama said, "Honey, you may not be the best singer, but you got something none of those prissy birds got, and that's rhythm. You can drum better than anybody. Now you practice your drumming and show that smarty pants Brer Rabbit a thing or two." So Sister Woodpecker did just that. Rat-a-tat-tat, rat-a-tat-tat, rat-a-tat-tat. Boy, could she drum. The next Friday after supper, the birds started singing, and sure enough, everybody's eyes started to close. About that time, Sister Woodpecker sashayed herself right down to the front of that stage and started drumming. Rat-a-tat-tat, tat-a-tat-a-tat, boom. Brer Rabbit sat up, Miss Alligator's eyes open, boink. Sister Woodpecker let loose, and she was drumming on anything that made a sound. The birds joined in, and soon everybody was dancing. Honey, that gal had those folks swinging. From then on, the Friday night soiree became the Friday night jazzy, jumping, jiving jamboree.
I feel like I'm not as pretty as the other girls just because I'm not tall and gorgeous like some kind of model. But who says I have to look just like everybody else for people to like me? Miss Celeste put me right in front during rehearsal, and the girls say I look great. I can't wait for the recital.
Hi, I'm...
Hi, my name is Darnetta. I've got an older sister, and sometimes I can't stand her because I think my mama likes her more than me. Everything my sister Peggy does is perfect. Everything I do is a disaster. At least it seems like that's what Mama thinks. Her grades are perfect, her room is perfect, and her hair is never in her eyes. I'm pretty sure Peggy's my mama's favorite. Peggy probably stands for Sweet Pea, I'm so proud I'm poppin'. And I'll bet you Darnetta stands for Darnetta, you're definitely a disappointment. I really mean to study, but I get so busy working on Del Dolfo's death-defying dragonfly circus, which will soon astound the world, that I just haven't done that well in school. I've tried to get her to understand that a single D wasn't the worst that could happen. I mean, what's wrong with the D? I've told my mama Darnetta starts with a D.
Well, Darnetta also has 2 A's in it, and I certainly haven't seen any A's on that report card of yours. And when are you gonna clean your room? It looks like a 3-ring circus in there.
Ha! My room is supposed to look like a 3-ring circus. Mom and Peggy never understand that.
Darnetta, it's time you stopped dreaming your life away and got to work on your grades like your older sister.
Not this again. All I ever hear is Peggy, Peggy, Peggy. Perfect Peggy never does a darn thing wrong. I'm just dumb Darnetta, the girl with the dopey dragonflies.
The bears who couldn't get along. Once there were 2 bears who were born quarreling. It was said by the bear people that the girls had argued even before their birth. Honeycomb believed that Starlight had pushed and shoved so she could be the firstborn. The only time there was any peace was when they were asleep. The village, tired of the noise, called a meeting. The eldest grandmother bear declared that the girls must stop fighting or the family would have to leave. The father bear roared furiously. Their mother cried, "You are sisters. Why can't you get along?" The 2 bears were so surprised that they stopped arguing. That night, as their parents slept, Starlight said, "No one likes us here. Let's run away." Although Honeycomb was tempted to argue, for once she did not. At lunchtime, Starlight told Honeycomb to catch a fish. "No, I hate you. I want to go home." Starlight pushed her and shouted, "We are lost and hungry, and it's all your fault." They rolled down the side of the mountain until they landed on top of a sleeping coyote. "We are looking for the way home," they said. "Well, there is a secret tunnel hidden in that cave, but I don't think you can find it." Starlight insisted that they were very smart bears. The deeper the 2 bears went into the cave, the darker it got. Suddenly, the 2 fell down a long passage. Honeycomb began to cry. "I'm so sorry, it's all my fault. I should have been more careful." "No, it's my fault. I refuse to listen. I'll never argue with you again. If only we could get out of here." The 2 sisters fell into a deep sleep. In the morning, Honeycomb said, I dreamt of the great Mother Bear. So did I. Behind her, I could see daylight and our village. She told me to use 4 eyes, 4 ears, and 8 legs. What does it mean? Look, the bats. They're coming back to the cave. Over there, I see light. If we work together, we can move the rocks. That is what the great Mother Bear meant. With one last push, they moved the largest rock aside, vowing never to argue again. The sisters began their journey home. After a good meal, the 2 girls told the story of their adventure. The oldest grandmother bear smiled and said, I think these 2 bears will be fine, strong leaders of the bear clan. And everyone agreed. The 2 sisters lived happily, and although they never fought again, they did occasionally politely disagree.
Deep down, I know Mama loves me just as much as Peggy. I bet if we didn't fight so much, Peggy would even help me with my grades. And I could show Peggy how to have more fun. I know just where we'll start. With Del Doffo's Dynamite Death-Defying Dragonfly Circus.
Hi, my name's Minh. Kids tease me all the time and it really bugs me, but I can't get them to stop it.
Hi.
Hi.
We moved to America 3 years ago. It was hard to learn English and everything, but after a while, I kind of figured stuff out. I worked so hard to fit in, but my grandma still acts like she's in Vietnam. Every time we go somewhere, people stare at us. Ba Noi, that means grandma in Vietnamese. Wears a Vietnamese straw hat and these old-fashioned shoes. It's really embarrassing. The worst is when we go to the mall. Ba Noi makes me wear nice clothes, and even though there are tons of restaurants, she always brings a big thermos of pho along. Pho's this Vietnamese soup with fish balls and fresh herbs. I love pho, but why make me eat it in the mall in front of all my friends? Next day, kids always tease me.
What's that weird fishy stuff you were eating at the mall, Minh?
How come you put leaves in your food? Are you some kind of panda bear or something?
Because she's bent over and only speaks Vietnamese, kids are kind of scared of Ba Noi.
Ooh, what a spooky old lady. She must be like 100 years old or something.
But Ba Noi is great, really. Every Saturday, she makes banh tri, my favorite banana cake, and helps me practice for the Vietnamese dance group. You can never tell by looking at her, but she's really wild. We love playing tricks on people. We set up the best surprise for my brother Nguyen's birthday. I really love Ba Noi, and I'm proud to be Vietnamese. When I'm home, I feel fine. But as soon as I go out, everything's different. I get all embarrassed and kids make fun of me. I didn't even tell anyone at the bake sale that Ba Noi made the banana cake they love so much. I made my brother Nguyen pretend he bought it at the supermarket. How can I be Vietnamese and American at the same time? I don't know what to do.
The Headley Coo. There once was an old woman who earned her keep doing small chores for farmers. Though she earned a scant living and lived alone on the outskirts of the village, she was spry and cheery, wanting nothing more of the world. The villagers feared for her, saying, "An old woman like that should not live alone in the forest. Imagine if the Headley Coo should come upon her." Now, everyone knew the Headley Coo was a wicked hobgoblin who came out after dark. The Headley Coo changed shape at will, frightening villagers out of their wits. One evening, as she hastened homeward, the old woman came upon a large pot. Now, that would be just the thing for me, if I had anything to put in it. She reached for the pot when, imagine her surprise, she discovered it was brimful of gold coins. The woman sang, "How grand! I'm rich. What luck!" She dragged her treasure pot homeward, but soon the woman grew tired. Stopping to rest, she turned to look at her pot of gold. To her astonishment, 'twasn't a pot of gold at all. 'Twas a lump of iron. Well, isn't that luck? The pennies from this iron will be a sight more useful, and I should never have slept a wink with all that gold in the house for fear of being robbed. She set off on her way and presently checked her bundle again. Oh my, if it hasn't gone and turned itself into a great stone this time. Oh, now that's a change for the better. I've been searching high and low for something to prop me door open with. What fine luck! Arriving home at last, the woman bent to untie the stone from her shawl. All of a sudden, it gave a jump and a squeal and grew as large as a horse. The creature threw out legs and a tail and gave a terrifying bellow. Well, fancy me seeing the Headley Coo all to myself.
Aren't you afraid?
Oh, not I. Oh, 'tis a rare sight you are. Not many folk have the luck I do. Lo and behold, the creature turned into a small man with a pointed cap.
Thank you, kind lady, for seeing the best in me.
The woman invited the Headley Coo to supper, and the two talked all night long, becoming fast friends. Oddly enough, from that day forward, she found her cupboard well stocked with goodies. She never said a word to the villagers, and when they warned her about the Headley Coo, she simply smiled to herself and went on her merry way.
Bono wants me to invite some kids over to bake banana cake with us, and that's just what I'm going to do. Once they get to know her, they won't be afraid of her, and they'll understand me a little bit better. Maybe then they won't tease me so much. I'm really lucky. I learned a lot from Banoi, especially that no matter what happens, there's always something good in life. It all depends on how you look at it.
Hi, I'm Jessie. Nobody knows this about me, but it makes me nervous to go places all by myself. And my mom's sending me away to camp. Hi. I can't believe it. Doesn't she understand how hard it will be on me? How can I go to camp and survive? I found out about it when I came home from school last week, and my mom said she had a surprise for me. The last time she had a surprise for me, it was a sweatshirt with a teddy bear on it, so I wasn't too excited. Two weeks at camp? I'll never make it. For one thing, I'll have to sleep away from home in the woods. Who knows what's out there, right? Wolves, coyotes, spiders, and probably snakes and bats, too. The woods are so creepy at night. I just know I'm done for. Even if I make it through the night, I'll have to join in all those camp activities, like horseback riding. Maybe at least I'll get to do something I'm good at, like playing tennis or volleyball. But then there'll be stuff like canoeing and swimming. I'm so scared of the water. I can't even dog paddle.
Got it.
What's in the flowers blooming up? Oh. What's in the flowers blooming up? Oh. Oh. It's in spring. What's in the flowers blooming? What's in the flowers blooming up out of the ground? What's in the snowmelt?
The worst part is, I don't know a single kid at camp. Everybody else has been going for years, and they're all friends already. They'll tell stories about how great it was last year, and I'll just sit there. I know nobody's gonna talk to me, and I won't have a single friend. 2 whole weeks away from home. It's gonna be horrible. How am I gonna get out of this?
The Fearful Rabbit. Long ago, there lived a young rabbit who loved to sleep in the cool shade of the mango trees. One day, when the air was filled with the scent of ripe mangoes, Rabbit curled up under her favorite tree to take a nap. Monkey, who was hiding in the tree, waited for Rabbit to fall asleep. Then she shook the tree with all her might. Mangoes rained down, and the earth trembled as they fell. "The earth is breaking apart," Rabbit cried, and began to run. "The earth is breaking!" Seeing her fright, another rabbit began to run. Then a third and a fourth began to flee. They ran through the forest, the meadows, and the deep, dark jungles. Squirrels joined them, then elks, monkeys, buffaloes, rhinoceros, and tigers. Even the elephants ran with fright. But among those living in the jungle was a wise lion who knew everything that took place in the world. "Who saw the earth breaking apart?" the lion asked. "The elephants saw it," said the tigers. "No, the rhinoceros saw it," cried the elephants. "No, it was the buffalo who saw it." And so it went, until at last Rabbit spoke up. "It was I who heard the earth breaking apart." Lion asked Rabbit to show her the spot where she heard the ground breaking. Shaking with fear, Rabbit led her to the mango tree. There was Monkey, eating all the mangoes which had fallen from the tree. "Oh my," cried the rabbit. "It seems I have let my fears run away with me. I panicked without thinking." And although Rabbit was quite angry at Monkey, she did not refuse when Monkey invited her to join in feasting upon the juicy mangoes.
I bet camp won't be so bad if I stay brave about it. I might have some neat adventures I can tell my mom about. I just gotta get past being afraid. I'm going to make new friends this summer, and maybe I'll even learn to swim.
Well, that wraps up this gameplay. I hope you enjoyed meeting all these wonderful girls and listening to the stories and the fun little parable stories we got to hear with each one of their problems. I thoroughly enjoyed this, and the gardens were simply beautiful. What gorgeous illustrations, don't you agree? Well, please, if you did enjoy the gameplay, give the video a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below which girl's story was your favorite, or which garden setting was your favorite. I'd be curious to know. And of course, subscribe for more nostalgic gaming. Don't forget the playlist in the description box to see all the other wonderful playthroughs you can find on my channel. Remember, you are special and loved, you are never alone, and you're always welcome to come back and hang out anytime. Until the next video, God bless. I will see you all later. Bye-bye, everyone.